What's up guys, back into there with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reading chapter 5 of the Golden Age arc. Last time out we had the meeting between Griffith and Guts. I'll just actually go back to that. We had the sword fight between the two of them. After Guts beat all of his army. And yeah, taken down very swiftly by Griffith. As he just stands over his body, and that's where we're picking up this one. Wasn't too much in terms of craziness in the last two chapters. No, not really all too much new, except for kind of Guts' backstory and such. That's a common theme I think we might find throughout this. That most of the stuff that was missing was to do with Guts' character, which was as to a reason why he wasn't one of my favourite characters in the anime, even though he was one of the main characters. Again, I always said I preferred him in the manga, which I only read 2 or 3 chapters of at that point, than I did in the anime. So hopefully we can explore him even more today. Let me know what you guys think of this one though down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy the video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. Awesome start here, isn't it, with the two facing off. Guts' kind of groany little face. Almost the face of an adolescent child. Yeah, let's get right into it, guys. Oh shit. Guessing that's meant to be like Gambino, like an embodiment of Gambino or something, perhaps, because he's holding that sword naked, or maybe a combination of Gambino and Donovan, perhaps. Do you know what? It's almost, it doesn't look like, but it's almost the same kind of body shape and hands, especially of the of that other demon with the jackal kind of head. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Yeah, almost body-wise, almost looks like him, which is quite funny. Oh yeah, this chapter is going to be quite short, isn't it? Wow, look at that already. Yeah, definitely going to do at least 2 chapters in today's reaction, I think. As Griffith runs away from the demon in his dreams, most likely. Yeah, there's Gambino. Gambino? With his dog. Gambino, save me! Cutting this thing with a sword doesn't work. Gambino? Don't be ridiculous. That's my right leg you've got in your hand, isn't it? Without that, I can't even use a sword. Wow. This literally just turned into his... I thought he was actually going to use like a stump. I thought he was going to be holding a stump, but no, he's actually holding his leg. Not very big, is it? Not very muscly or anything, which you'd think it would be, but I guess not. Look at that dirty fucking foot. I think that's the least. That's the bit I'd be worried about most if I ended up just holding something, then holding a human leg. I'd be like, oh, get your foot away from me, rather than the half cut off part up the top here. Ah. Besides, did you forget? I'm dead and gone now. You shoved your sword right up through my throat. It hurt a lot, even to death. It hurt a lot, even to death. That makes sense? Hurt to death, I guess. But fucking hell, look at that. That's sick. I love this little bit of flesh here that's still on, but it looks like it's kind of piling up. It just adds to the realism of it. Like it's such a tiny bit. But this here is what makes this all kind of stick together, if you know what I'm saying. Like, both figuratively and literally. It's literally making the head stick together, but it's also what makes this actually look like it's a real head kind of being pulled upwards. I love that. I like that a lot. But yeah, we got a sequence with Guts in his dreams, didn't we? Nowhere near as fleshed out as this already is. That fucking image there is looking very ominous, isn't it? With the dog and Gambino looking at Guts. Yeah, nothing this fleshed out. Who'd help the creep who caused all this anyway? Right, Shisu? Oh my god. The dog turned into Shisu? I guess that's actually quite poetic, isn't it? Because she probably was a bit of a, like, he probably did treat her as a dog. And he probably did see her as a kind of dog-like existence, I imagine. But you really got to have a fucking plague-infested face on the dog. You couldn't have done it when she didn't have the plague. That wouldn't be Berserk if they gave you the nicest version of it, would they? But wow, that's a little bit disrespectful. A little bit. Gambino, listen, I was... Guts. Oh shit, so that was Donovan. Wow, that is quite interesting, isn't it? So it's not a combination, like I said, of Gambino and Donovan, but it's literally just Donovan. Which would make sense, as he did fucking rape the boy. And again, this was something that was completely left out of the anime. Funny enough, I did mention last episode that I read this chapter. I haven't read this chapter at all. This is my first time going through this one. But you'd think it would be a massive part of your life. And going forward, again, we know that Guts, in the anime, we know that Guts doesn't like people touching him. But we never really understood why. And this is just a massive part of that, isn't it? A massive part. Again, it's amazing that they can leave this out, but for kind of ratings and such, I can very much understand why. Although they've done some fucked up shit at the end, so. Yeah, it would kind of overtake your life almost, having an experience like that. A real experience like that. Gambino! And swirled away. You should have died. Forgive me. Please forgive me, Gambino. You should have died. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Stop. That talking, these skeletons. I think that's Gambino and Shisu's skeleton, isn't it? Yeah, she's just a nightmare. Oh shit, so this is the nightmare he was having. Oh, I see. So this is what he was dreaming of when Casca was next to him naked. As you can see, a silhouette right there. She's probably understanding that this is quite a troubled man at this point, isn't she? A woman? Dark eyes. You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. I'd love to wake up to that. Wouldn't like to love being stabbed in the chest, but... And he leaves, I think. No shot of her leaving or anything. Just gone. I seem to remember her being quite pissed in the anime when they woke up, but maybe I'm misremembering. Where am I? As he remembers. Griffith. Shiny white hair. And some cards. Sharpening some knives. Usual kind of behaviour. A Merc band? Really young though. Yeah. That's... a little bit pissed here. Dark eyes. Yeah, it's not a happy face, is it? I do love the way they draw the hair in this show. I love the way that you can actually see it flows. Sometimes it's a bit too much, if you know what I'm saying. So, like, it does look like it has about half a ball's worth of gel on there, just sticking it down. But again, you got to love the vibrance to it. Again, the way it almost feels it was kind of flowing. Just getting ready for the punch, eh? Right in his wound. Ah! That face. I wish you'd died after Griffith was through with you. Oh damn. Okay, Casca. It's only natural. Our Casca gave up on being a woman so she could be a mercenary long ago. In truth, she's a much better swordsman than the men here. Jidao? A few familiar faces. Again, it's nice getting to like meet him, see him die, meet him, see him die. And every in the anime and then manga yet again. So again, we'll be meeting him and then seeing him die later on. Never gets boring though, these guys. I like them all. And again, this is the best of every incarnation. So we'll be getting even more out of them this time around, I do hope. Like Griffith's orders, she had to sleep with you for 2 days and 2 nights in order to warm up your body, since you've gone cold from losing so much blood. Warning a man is a I'll read that bit. Yeah, I guess so. Warning a man is a woman's warming. Sorry, I've read that as warning. Warming a man is a woman's duty, he said. And that would be the duty of a fire. Ah, what happened to this guy? He's having a wash. Probably his first wash in a few years, I imagine. I don't think you get much time to wash back in these days. Did that wake you up? What the hell are you doing, Jidao? This caucus. I don't know. I don't know. Here's Griffith. Well, I know Griffith da. I'm Griffith. What's your name? Guts. It's an amazing sword. I can never wield it. No, you're a bit too graceful for that type of sword. Would you accompany me? Griffith? Everybody watching, look at these guys having a little bath. Honestly, why are you hiding it? This, like, surely in these times you wouldn't be hiding like that. You're having a bath literally out in the open anyway. Maybe he's just washing his private parts. How do you say that? What the heck is Griffith thinking? Saving a creep like that? Maybe he's making an ally. I mean, he was incredibly strong. On our side, I'll bet he'd be. On our side, I bet he'd really help with battles. Quit spouting that crap, Rickett. He cut off Errol's arm and killed Dane. You're the one who started it, right, Pippin? How can we just leave him be after that? Rickett. This guy ends up surviving, which is amazing, because I thought he died in the anime. It really feels like during the 1980s or 1998, I should say, sorry, anime, that he just dies in that woods, because he never gets seen again. He just goes in the woods and never comes back. Maybe you could see that as he goes in the woods, meets that old man and his daughter or his granddaughter. I can't remember if it's his daughter or granddaughter. Meets them and just stays there. You could see it as that, but I mean, last time we see him, he's with a demon as well. So again, it really kind of shows that he's dead, to me anyway. So it's good news that he's not. Probably the youngest member of the band, the Hawk, isn't he? It's quite a feat itself. I did read that wrong, by the way. You're the ones who started it. How can we just leave him be after that? Right, Pippin? And here's Pippin. I love Pippin. Usual silence. It could be even harder to read him in this. It'd be even harder. At least in the anime, you can see it, the animation on what he's doing, so he can make a kind of expression without saying anything. In this, he's just going to be kind of silent and still. Casca clenching her fists like that meme with what's his name? Can't remember. That old kids show. Arthur. So, who are they? All these guys with the evil eye. Yeah, these guys are. They're in. Like, they want a piece of him, aren't they? This guy at the back. All looking pissed off. And he did kill a few of their people, so you can understand. The Band of the Hawk. The Band of the Hawk? You know of us? Just rumours. So where do I go here? Do I go down? I'm going sideways. I'm not sure. The Band of the Hawk. One of the last merc groups you ever want to meet up with on the battlefield. Thanks to them being on their side, this castle siege should have been over in 3 days, but took over 3 months. Still, I never noticed during the battle to think they'd be all so young. So yeah, I think you do go left and down. So they're one of the youngest and one of the best, which is something I didn't actually know from the anime. I obviously knew they were good, but I never knew they were all young as hell. I just kind of assumed it was just a normal group of mercenaries, old guys, young guys. Of course, we saw a few young people in Jadao and Rickert. I thought they were kind of exceptions, but no, it turns out pretty much all of the group is kind of young men, which adds even more to Griffith's kind of final stance, I guess, as he turns into Femto. He's not actually just sacrificing all these people. He's not sacrificing some kind of middle-aged men whose lives are going to be over in 10, 20 years. Now he's sacrificing people like him, all these young boys who've still got a whole life ahead of them. Which is even more sad, isn't it? Ah, what a view. It's a very English view, this. Very English view. Why? Back there, why'd you miss my heart? It should have been easy for you. Why didn't you kill me? Because I realised I want you, Guts. That little face by Casca. Still a little bit pissed off. What? They actually outright say this here? It was like kind of insinuated a lot, but I didn't. Wow, are you a homo? We are also in that castle 4 days ago. We were also in that castle 4 days ago. Like Guts is Griffith's sweating a little bit at that one. Wow. Again, wow. I just thought this stuff was like subtext. Oh no, we're just figuring it straight up. Not going to get an answer though. Unfortunate enough to watch you your one-on-one combat with Bazuso. It was admirable, but it was dangerous. If Bazuso's battle axe hadn't cracked, it would have been you with the cloven head. He knew what he was doing there. Probably. You're honest. The way you fight, it's almost as though you're gambling on your own life. You don't budge an inch against a monster like Bazuso or multiple opponents like Caucasus Group. Instead, you run in recklessly, sword swinging. It's no doubt courageous, but it seems that while intentionally exposing yourself to the risk of death, you're also struggling to make it out alive. That's how it felt to me. Yeah, you got a pretty fucking dang spot on there, Griffith. You're interesting. And I've taken a liking to you. Oh, look at that face. Like the sun, isn't it? Like the sun and the outer rays. But that's a cute ass fucking smile, isn't it? That is a cute ass smile. We got one of these in the not the third movie, but in the movies as well, didn't we? I really like the scenes where I think there was only one or two, but scene with Griffith just doing a nice smile like this. I don't think we ever really saw one like this in the anime, did we? Yeah, I love that. Love that. That's just total kind of pleasure right there, isn't it? Just wholesome pleasure. I want you, Guts. Almost like Casca's a bit secondhand embarrassed right now. Who's he think he is? Talking to people like that. And if I say no, do you? You bet your ass. Hell no. Oh, Guts. And Griffith almost looking like a child right here. They both almost look like children right here, to be honest, don't they? Griffith more so with that kind of innocence. God damn, man. Oh, almost switched the chapter there. That would have been a nightmare. What do you know anyway? Talking like you know who I am. What can you know when we've never even met? I don't know at all. It's just the way I felt. This makes me sick. That his wound's hurting a little bit. You know, that's quite funny, because earlier on we saw his brand hurt a little bit, or I'd say a lot, when Griffith was near him. It's almost a bit of a callback to that moment. You stabbed me, and now you're all buddy-buddy? You're the one who attacked me. I've got no intention of just forgetting that. And I killed one of your men, so I'm not about to tell you to forget that either. You and me, we're enemies. Look at that smile on Guts' face. It's funny, isn't it? That wholesome smile from Griffith a second ago when he's just like, I've taken a liking to you. And then we get this very unwholesome smile from Guts right here. We're enemies. What will you do? Oh, that's simple. So he whips out the sword. Again, it's almost weird looking at Guts' head on this slim body. Doesn't suit a slim body, does it? We'll settle it with these. If I win, I'll give you a matching hole in your chest. And what if I win? Then you make me your soldier or fag boy. What? Or whatever. Are you allowed to say that? Are you allowed to call people fag in 2022? No, you're not, is the answer to that. Obviously, this was way before 2022, but the subbers, I mean, this is not part of, well, I don't know what they said in Japanese. Maybe it was something similar, a similar slur or something, but do you have to subtitle that? I can't imagine this subtitling was done that long ago. Okay, fair enough then, whatever. Oh god. Again, a lot of already there's been brought up more times in this than it has in the anime that there's some kind of gay kind of undertones here. Then you can make me your soldier or fag boy or whatever. Maybe that's actually just talking about cigarettes, but I haven't seen a single cigarette in this show, so yeah. Alright. As we get the battle started. I don't dislike doing things by force. So confident smile again from Griffith. Sorry, I get their names mixed up. I get them mixed up quite a lot, don't I? Griffith and Guts. They start with the same letter, so it's a little bit annoying. Griffith! Stay out of this, Casca, but I must obtain the things I desire. It's that damn superior attitude that makes me sick. Clouds are rolling in. But damn, he's got a big ass nose in this, hasn't he? Fucking I'm one to talk. What's his name? Pippin. What's up, Pippin? Look. That's probably what my nose looks like when you look from a downward perspective. Always the least, probably one of the least best looking perspectives I imagine a person can have. Almost looks like they're floating right here, doesn't it? But yeah, they're up on the top of the hill there having their fight. Again, really looks like they're floating. You can kind of see the grass a little bit, but maybe my screen's too bright. But yeah, it looks like they're almost floating, like they're two gods. Jeez, this is a sick shot. Gets him in the arm. Look at the joy on Casca's face. How did he do that? I'm confident I can slice through even steel plates with this sword. He's parrying all more. I'm almost speaking Japanese there. He's parrying all my attacks with that narrow blade, and damn well doing it with just one hand. Yeah, that's the impressive thing, isn't it? A sword that short and sharp, and he's actually parrying this giant sword and all guts of strength with one hand. Madness, isn't it? By skill always beats power. This guy's good. We can postpone this, you know. You're disadvantaged with those injuries. Can it? I'm not sure what can it replies to. Maybe in Japanese he actually said it can be postponed because of your injuries or something. And then he says, can it? I'll win. I'll beat him. I'm just going to make sure I'm recording. Yeah. A little sneeze. I'll beat him. Faster. Stronger. Less skillful though. Fucking hell, look at this flurry of blows right here. Jesus. Casca rooting on her Griffith. Oh please, Griffith. That insolent prick. Kill him. Hold it. It's Griffith's order. Don't interfere. Don't be stupid. This is our chance to kill him. Out of the way. Since when are you the boss, Caucus? Here, Griffith's orders are absolute, remember? That confidence in that face. Well, it does really come across even more in the manga that she has cut her hair to be part of the boys, doesn't it? She does look more feminine in the anime and the movie. She does look more masculine here, but it makes sense again. She said she gave up her womanhood. She's cut her hair like a man. She's dressed like a man. She fights like a man. comes across just a little bit more here, doesn't it? Doesn't make her any less attractive, in my opinion. I'm not attracted to boys. I can obviously tell a good-looking boy from a bad-looking boy, but I do like slightly masculine women, be it in a kind of physical sense with kind of muscles and such. Not to a crazy degree, don't get me wrong. I don't like bodybuilders, for example, but I'd prefer a woman that works out nicely. Even if she doesn't have a bum, for example, she can work out and not work out her bum. That seems to be a kind of common conception, doesn't it? That women who work out their buttocks. In most cases, they do, but just a bit nicely built in general. I don't think I could date anyone that wouldn't kind of work out. I mean, I guess I could, but in the end, they'd probably end up quite frail, if you know what I'm saying. Later on in life, they'd suffer the consequences for that. So I could probably date someone that does that, but I don't think I could marry someone that isn't kind of active in some way. Off topic. Well, I guess on topic. There's been a lot of stuff about kind of that in this chapter, hasn't there? Caucus's fucking face. You get this cool ass shot of Griffith here striking in. His handle thing here is pretty interesting, isn't it? It's really big, so it is actually very good at parrying stuff. Very big though, isn't it? Probably not so handy as to wield, but again, very good for defense, I imagine. Fucking hell, Gut's getting cut all over. Half of these scars we see with him later on are probably just from Griffith. Jesus, man. You know what, this almost reminds me of that frame of Netero from Hunter x Hunter, like looking like the Buddha with the hands. Griffith with the fucking hands here with the sword. It looks like he's enjoying himself a little bit, doesn't it? Not quite smiling, but again, almost a face of content, almost, as opposed to this one up here. The disparity between these two images is crazy, isn't it? I'm not sure if that's the right word, but oh god, look at these guys. Oh. Look at all these guys' reactions. Ah, no fair. What do? We flung a load of grass into his face. I think we stabbed the sword into the ground and flung a load of dirt and grass up. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we blinded him a little bit. Ah, no fair. Ah! Look how wide his mouth is. Hey, we got our first big shot. I think we get one of these a chapter now, which is a bit of a shame. We did get like 3, but I'm not sure if it's less. I think it's less because I think 2 chapters is probably about the same as what 1 chapter was earlier on. So I think we are getting less of these, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully we get a few more going forward. Gotcha! As he leaps. And he jumps on the fucking sword. I love this one. I love this move. Good jump on it. Truly shows the levels, doesn't it? Like literally, he's on another level than you right now. He jumped on your sword and he got the high ground while doing so. So he's in such a good position. Like this is a position where you kill the man for 100% sure. The facial expressions from Caucus, man. 1 second it was an oval, now it's a triangle shaped mouth. Casca's had that look on her face for the past minute. And he's not even phased. Look at his face. Not even phased. As he points his sword towards the neck. Oh wow, did you see that? Unbelievable. He's godlike. Again, this goes with what I was saying earlier. They look like they were gods fighting up there at the top of the hill. They look like they were floating, looking like they were gods fighting. And during this shot, again, I got that. Look at these guys. They look like gods fighting in the middle of the sky. And this god has just flown on top of the other one's sword. It does look godlike, doesn't it? Crazy. It's almost like a setup for the demonic stuff as well, by saying that. Griffith beat him? I like you more and more. You'll do anything to win. But you can't swing your sword like this. What now? Feel free to give up if you wish. You're a talkative bastard. I'll show you how mouth should be used in a fight. Oh shit. Does it continue from here? As he bites down on it. And that's the last shot. Griffith biting Griffith's fucking sword. Again, this goes interestingly with the homophobic talk we were talking. Homophobic? Is that no? Homosexual. That's the one. Goes with the homosexual talk we had earlier. Are you homo? And then we end off with Guts biting Griffith's sword. Pretty poetic, isn't it? There's definitely some gay undertones in this. And I don't mind them at all. Again, I'm not gay personally or anything. I'm straight. I do say that I really haven't had a relationship in a lot of years. And when I say relationship, not just in terms of dating, in terms of actually kind of talking to or getting to know women, I haven't really had a relationship like that for a long time, just because I know I won't be able to kind of cater towards that. So I'm going to wait till a bit further down the line, I think. That probably sounds very incelish right there, but there's a lot of gay undertones in this, and again, I don't really mind it at all. It's fun. Again, that is a very poetic ending. But yeah, that'll be the final chapter I'm covering for today, I believe. Some awesome shots in this one today, wasn't there? Again, I especially like the a couple of the fight scenes. Obviously, this one was absolutely amazing. But again, I just love how they, like Corcus said, they look like gods. They're just human beings. They're just normal human beings. Look like they're gods during these fights, don't they? Look like it's like Thor's versus or Thor versus kind of Poseidon or something, doesn't it? Love this shot here. This one was a sick one. This one as well. I think towards the end, it definitely got the better of the shots during this fight. Didn't start out all that great in my opinion. This one as well, that one was sick. Yeah, these ones here I don't really care all that much for. But then we got some awesome ones at the bottom here. But yeah, that'll be the end of that chapter. What I'll be doing is you'll probably see me with a shave in the next chapter, just because I'm recording this a day early, and then I'll be recording the next chapter tomorrow or Monday when it's released. So should only be a minute for you guys, but awesome 5th chapter here. I think the 6th one is part of the same volume. So we carry on right from where we left off by the looks of things. But yeah, I'll get right into that. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you in a sec. Okay, so now we'll move on to the 6th chapter of the Golden Age arc. Obviously, again, I'm recording on a different day, so probably look slightly different for you guys. But we ended up with Guts biting down on Griffith's blade. It's quite funny, isn't it? We almost see him make this face at the end of the Golden Age arc as well, when he's getting tormented by Griffith at the end. He ends up bleeding from his mouth. It's quite reminiscent. There's quite a few kind of I'm not really sure what to call them, preludes to what goes on in the final arc, isn't there? Which I think is absolutely amazing, considering again this is all way before that happens. Very clear that the author had a very clear goal in mind, isn't it? Goal in mind's probably the wrong way of saying it. He knew what he was doing. Let's just put it like that. Of course he did. As Guts gets his sword and goes in for the attack. Yeah. Chapter 6. Griffith! That's why we love Guts. You do anything. Anything to not... I'm not sure why it is, to be honest. What is this kind of lust for life for Guts, you could call it? He'll never accept death. Why is that though? He's so tormented, he's so haunted. He's had such a shit life, almost. But he's had really nice moments, don't get me wrong, but he's also had so many shit moments. Why is it that he still goes on? It'd be interesting to hear what his kind of motivations are for living on and wanting to survive so much. Is it just the way he was born, just natural instincts, just to carry on? I think all humans kind of have that natural instinct to survive, don't they? But to this extent, after going through this much, quite amazing, isn't it? And hence you can do stuff like this, like biting down on someone else's sword while yeah, it's just madness. As they both fall down. Could have been very badly us falling down this hill, by the way, with that blade in his mouth. Could have easily just kind of cut open. He's fallen! Ugh. Griffith looking pained. But yeah, Guts takes this one, doesn't he? I'm not sure where this ended in the anime. I can't remember there being a bite sword scene, but maybe I'm just forgetting. As Guts has got to pummel him. Bit of payback for that stab in the chest. 2 kicks as well. Let's go, Guts. Won't be able to do this too soon, so let's get it in while we can. No. No way. Wait. Don't tell me Griffith's the one losing. You fool. It's strategy. Strategy, I tell you. Yeah, but I've never seen Griffith fall like that. Crawling round on the ground. That smug look on Guts' face. Looks like a preteen. Happy with himself, doesn't he? And then straight back to this, looking like a child. Very bloody mouth. And I love how they had these almost comedic panels in here. We almost got no comedy. The comedy was some of the characters, like Corbett, for example, in the anime. Other than that, we almost got no comedy. Which I don't mind too much. I like a comedy. I like serious stuff as well. But I do like a mix of both. Hence why Gintama's one of my favourite of all time. How's your own blood taste? I bet that's the first time that pretty face has ever been hit. Sweating. As Griffith now has a bit of dirt. If we remember correctly, in the start of the fight, pretty sure Guts flicked up some grass and dirt on Griffith. It's over. Look at that smile. Looking like a vampire. That's the type of face you'd see in like the 1980 vampires. Oh crap. Oh, that wasn't dirt, that was just... Oh, that was a rock. That... Who picked up the rock? Was it Guts? And I can only imagine it was Griffith, but why? I'd understand if it was Guts, because it would make your hand clench harder, I think. But why has Griffith picked up this rock? He's going for an arm thingy. Going for Guts' arm. Why would he need a rock? As he fucking slams him. Gah! Yeah, that did it. That was quite effective. But it's all over now. Will you concede defeat, or will I have to dislocate your shoulder? Would I have to dislocate your shoulder? For the boys. Choose. Asshole. Of course he ain't gonna give up willingly. As we go for it, that's probably like a crunching sound, I imagine. Oh yeah, that's our Griffith. Casca just standing there. Well, world shattered, mind blown. Looks like. Sometimes Casca does look like a bomb's gone off, doesn't she? Sometimes she looks like something absolutely crazy's happened. I guess for times like these, this is something crazy. I can't imagine there's too many crazy things. Although I say that, then we go to next chapter. There's going to be a shitload of demons, fucking tornadoes of parallel universes and such. Fucking yeah. forget what I said. But yeah, she looks like her world's just been destroyed or something. We didn't know what was going to happen once you fell off the cliff. Moron, you think that would finish off Griffith? Wow, you really are tough. That's what you get. Come on, stand up. Huh. Look at that face of Caucus. His guts shrugs him off. Griffith? Now you belong to me. You are now his homo pet. Is that what he described that as last episode? I can't remember. Definitely said homo. Look at those eyes. The desire in those eyes. Jeez. And almost the same in Guts' eyes. I think this is probably one of the first time he's felt desired, if you know what I'm saying. First time anyone's actually valued him and his life, isn't it? What's that mean? From now on, he's one of the Hawks. Probably a groan, maybe. There. As Casca still just looks on in silence. He's never said that before. Griffith's never said a thing like that. I want you. Not to anybody. Pissed. Understandably. Her meeting with Griffith was obviously a massive thing for her. And he never said anything like to her. Maybe no one's ever said anything like that to Casca before. Which is why she's so jealous. But that's a big moment for Guts, isn't it? Because again, that's one of the first times it's ever happened to him. In our day and age, it's all uncommon. Maybe more uncommon than it was nowadays. People just care about themselves, don't they? We've been taught to kind of care about ourselves. Yeah. I lost. He crushed me. It was pathetic. Damn it. Guts just lies there with his now broken arm, dislocated arm. Cool shot of the camp here, being lit up by a fire. Another little fire over there as well. That innocent grin, ear to ear, like some little kid. That was a cute smile, wasn't it? That was a really cute smile. But the bastard didn't even think twice about pulling my shoulder out of joint. He yanked it like it was a doll's arm. God damn it. What the hell is he? Well, good question. Again, that might be a little bit of a prelude to later on. He's human right now. You can, you can just imagine when he turns into a demon. You really gonna kill him, Caucus? Don't check it out now. There's 7 of us. Didn't you all say you hated him too? You killed Darnay. Yeah, but he's so friggin' powerful. Besides, Griffith. Don't worry, if we're lucky we'll just kill him in his sleep besides. He can't even use a sword when he's busted up like that. If we ditch his body somewhere in the woods, even Griffith will think he ran off. These guys will be no problem at all. Yep. Okay. Go, Sam. Why me? You always do this. That's far enough. Like Casca. What does he mean by you always do this? Oh, is he saying that to Orcus, who passes his responsibilities on all the time, like Casca had to deal with against Guts, and now my dude, fucking what's his name, Sam, got to deal with it. Even if he's wounded, he isn't someone you can beat. Casca? Get back to your tents now, and I'll overlook this. Well, she wouldn't really mind doing it herself at this point, would she? Maybe why she let him off a little easily. Hey, sorry about this. We'll just go. Hey, get back here. Why do you always take his side? Casca. You've got a grudge against him too, right? You had to act like a whore for him 2 nights. Or did something happen then? Oh, you don't know. Shut up, Caucus. Yee! Say that again, and I'll take your head off. Hey, I love this one. Panel here. Don't get so riled up. It was just a joke. Doesn't look like a joke to Casca. Huh. So I love this. We end with a humph, and then the next few panels are just Casca and Guts, no words said. Just nothing. That makes 2 I owe you. So I'll say thanks for now. Again, I don't like how skinny Guts looks. Looks strange, doesn't it? Looks strange. Having a body that it's not even that small. But just for Guts it's small, isn't it? It just looks thin. Doesn't suit him at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm just following Griffith's orders. I didn't. Who'd bother with you? A very spiteful looking face, isn't it? Go on and get yourself killed in battle. Oof. Women. Women. ... As man clutches his sword. Quite a familiar sight, this, isn't it? Except for the sword's fucking massive this time. It was big last time, but it was a normal size sword with a kid, wasn't it? This time this is almost grown man self with his actual sword. But yeah, old habit, I imagine, for him. Imagine this is his comfort at night, his way of feeling safe. Kind of sad, really, isn't it? Kind of sad, honestly. Oh, wow. Fucking hell. So is that the Band of the Hawk camping over here? The river, creating a moat towards the castle. Little bit of land over here, little farm. And then got some little house here as well. Obviously, the most important part about this is this castle right here. Nice little establishing shot though, isn't it? The enemy's main forces on top of that hill, about 2,000 strong. Our job lies behind the hill, setting fire to the enemy's rations and supplies. To that end, we'll take a roundabout route along the river and launch a sneak attack from behind them. Once the deed is done, ride back at full speed. Cut through the centre of the enemy camp and make directly for the castle gate. Through the enemy's centre?
What's our support? There is none. I was told there's no might to spare for a night strike on the enemy. Ugh, the cowards. They didn't miss a beat. They've got that much confidence in Griffith. The rear guard will be Guts. You'll see to it. So everyone's in a bit of shock. It's a rough job. You have to keep the enemy busy and protect the escape of your allies. It's a direct forest road, but you'll still have to keep perhaps several hundred horsemen at bay while fleeing. There's a high risk of death. Can you do it? It's an order, right? Right. What's Griffith trying to do? Bet he's just testing him. Anyway, it's a shame. Won't he just run off? No. It's dangerous work, but also an important duty. He's not just doing this in order to test him. Griffith. Trust the louse. Fuck knows what a louse is. I know of a wood louse. maybe she actually is just generally calling him a wood louse. Either of two small wingless parasites. Yeah. Yeah, she was. Wow, I genuinely thought that had another meaning, but no, she just called my dude a parasitic insect. Fair play, Casca. And women always have the sharpest tongues, don't they? That's the end of him. All the boys. And Caucus. And it's time to battle. Okay, so this will be one of our first tastes of how the actual kind of castle battles go down in this. Because again, they were one of the parts of the anime and the movie I didn't really enjoy all that much. They only ever reached the heights of like a 6 out of 10 personally. They never really got above that. The series went way above that, but in terms of these fights, again, I really didn't care for them all that much. So, I'm hoping they're better here. Mob is live. As all the soldiers are getting ready. This is more like in the river than along it. I'll bet the enemy doesn't think anyone would launch a sneak attack from a swift current like this. Also, this wind. It hides the sound of our movement. Handy. Guessing that's why the leaves are kind of blowing away. If we're attacking from their rear, we'll be dropping fire on them from windward to boot. Old style language there, I do not understand. All this was taken into account? If we're attacking from their rear, behind them, we'll be dropping fire on them from windward. In the way the wind blows, I guess. To boot. I'm not really sure what it means to boot. I'm guessing that means that they'll be dropping fire on them from behind the way the wind's blowing, so that would blow right into all the guys, and I'm guessing the boot is the goal, which is them. Yeah, just a guess. But yeah, it just shows the genius of Griffith and his tactics, doesn't it? Oh shit. The water boy. Gets stabbed in the neck. Nice shot. Nice shot. Crazy how just mundane that was though. Just kill a guy. Done with it. Scold. What a crummy night to be on sentry duty. I swear. Not even any forest wolves on a night like this. You know, that would be quite ironic, wouldn't it? Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh, now it's about to get even worse. Here comes the fires. Enemies? Casca. I mean, nah, Griffith isn't there yet, is he? There's Casca with her, again, pretty shoddy helmet. I don't recognise anyone else. But Casca looking sick. Oh, we got another one of these. We usually only get one. There's Griffith, sorry. Look at the guy. Holding his spear. Not even trying to use it. He's just on the run. Yeah, just look how much Griffith stands out in this scene, man. Pure white horse. Armour looking cool as hell. And you got this guy kind of ruining it. Kind of ruining it. This half is sick. That half. It's funny. Good still. But more comedic. Let's get another one down here as well. Guts. Not sure who these guys are. This guy's helmet is fucking useless. Another awesome shot. What? Why is the enemy behind us? Enemy raid! Let's go, Pippin. Man just crushed his head. Fucking hell, look at that. Blood spurting out from the eyes, the mouth, everywhere it can. Jesus. That Casca? Hard to tell, honestly, because Casca almost looks a bit like Guts with both the haircut and the helmet. Very similar, aren't they? Maybe that's a kind of probably is a common theme between the two. Oh, very much alike, aren't they? Would make sense. Obviously, we know they get on quite well. Not right now, they don't get on quite well, but god damn, fucking hell. Jesus Christ, just took that dude's head clean off. As well as his arms. I think he was like standing like this, wasn't he? Just cut his arms and his head clean off. Fucking hell. That was a sick image. It's a bit of a shame I can't use images like this for my thumbnail. I probably could, but it's so annoying doing a thumbnail for these manga readings because it's all quite enclosed, as you can see from the video. And you've got like stretch out, and it never covers the right space I want it to. I usually want it to cover about 2/3 of the screen, and it usually only covers about a third and a half perhaps sometimes. Unless there's a nice establishing shot and a spread shot, then I usually use that. Unless I see some better ones. Throw! As we throw the fires down. In unison. Oh damn. Fucking hell, we're almost finished. And yeah, the tents catch on fire. The gunpowder's on foot. Boom. Unlucky. That's that guy's head. Oh, that's a different guy's head, I think, because this one's actually steaming. This one's actually steaming away like a bullet. Fucking hell, that's sick. Can't say I've seen that before. I don't think a steaming head like that. An arm here. Oh, to be fair, yeah, they are slightly different, Guts and Casca's helmet. Casca's got a hole in the top. Again, for some unknown reason. I'll never understand some of the armour some of these people wear. I guess something's better than nothing though, isn't it? Let's be honest. Disregard the enemy. Break through in one go. It's a night raid. Attack coming from behind? Oh, we got another one? Jesus, we're really getting treated with the spreads in this chapter, aren't we? That's a sick shot though, isn't it? Griffith leading the band of the Hawk from the fires. See, this would be the thumbnail. But again, I just can't. Oh shit. Fucking hell, man. Oh, apologies, guys. Got a bit of a runny nose. Oh, fucking hell. Look at the detail in this shot, man. The soldiers getting oppressed on the ground there. Again, just everyone completely ignoring them. They'll just get stampeded on. Stampeded. Probably a better word. But damn, that is sick, isn't it? The horses all look fucking fantastic. I can't imagine it's easy to draw a horse as well. One detail error and it just looks like a freak. Yeah, they're getting trampled on. Taking a few of them down while we're on our way. Ride double file! Now escape! General, it's disastrous. The provisions and power... I thought I said power magazines. And the powder magazines are burning. I can see that. Hurry and carry them out of here. But the strong wind carried the fire faster than we expected. If we aren't careful, a tailwind will spread it to the men's tents. Dispatch the cavalry! If we let a bunch of mercenaries do this to us and get away with it, the knights will be disgraced. That is a pretty disgraced face, isn't it? They're amazing. I've never seen a sneak attack like that. Sorry, I've never seen a sneak attack that quick, that skillful. Yeah, it was perfect, really, wasn't it? The judging of the weather. And I think this is the last. Fucking hell. Guessing this is the other set of knights. Don't really see the band of the Hawk using shields, do you? So that's quite an interesting point, actually, isn't it? You don't ever see them really using shields at all. Kind of shows, doesn't it, that their intention is not to survive. Their intention is to thrive, kill you. Yes, this is the last panel. From here on out, it's my job. Yes, a bit of a shame we're going to be ending there today. But starting next chapter is going to be sick, isn't it? Guts taking on all these guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, awesome few chapters today. Got some really nice imagery again. I still don't really care all that much for these fights. I think it's more in the fact of what's on the line and what kind of what significance these fights have on the story that impacts them on me so much that what lacks the impact on me so much, because again, they don't really have all that much relevance to the kind of bigger picture and the bigger story of these characters. Sometimes they do, but it's more in terms of the actions than the actual kind of thoughts and what the characters are thinking and such. Again, it is just a kind of mindless action. I enjoy mindless action. I do like action movies and such, and I very much like my my shonen anime, and a lot of them are my absolute favourite animes, like Hunter x Hunter, for example. Obviously, that's got a lot more to it as well, but there's a lot of fighting in that, for example. But again, I just feel like the weight of some of these battles and such isn't really there to make you care all that much. Again, some beautiful fucking artwork, but again, there's just not as much weight to it in terms of story and such, which I think a few of you guys probably understand as well. But still, I think they probably do these and will do these better in the manga, because again, you get some beautiful artwork like this. And I think next time out is going to be absolute banger as well, seeing Guts absolutely plow through all these guys. But yeah, we got obviously this fight as well as the fight, well, the end of the fight between Griffith and Guts today. Some interesting scenes of Casca. Again, the best part of this chapter again, obviously, was the end to the Griffith and Guts fight, wasn't it? And seeing Casca's reaction to it as well. Seeing things like this. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, another couple awesome chapters today. Like I did mention, I will be back tomorrow with chapters, what is it? Chapters 15 and 16, and then I think we might be out of the prologue actually. I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah, so yeah, we've got prologue 15 and prologue 16, and then that'll be the last chapters of the prologue. I'm not really sure that means all that much. I think that'll just mean that we're in the current time with Guts. We'll be kind of catching up. This is kind of late-ish teens, I'm pretty sure. So we'll be kind of having his age be a kind of constant throughout after the next few chapters, I'm pretty sure anyway. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about these ones down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. Again, I'll be back tomorrow with chapters 15 and 16, so hopefully you can join me then for the rest of your day, guys.